Circle. The set of points in a plane which are equidistant from a fixed point in the plane is called a circle. The set of points in a plane which are equidistant from a fixed point in the plane is called a circle. This is the definition of circle. Once again I repeat, the set of points in a plane which are equidistant from a fixed point in the plane is called a circle. Equidistant means at equal distance. So the set of points in a plane which are at equal distance from a fixed point in the plane is called a circle. Some terms related with a circle. The fixed point is called the center of the circle. The segment joining the center of the circle and a point on the circle is called a radius of the circle. The distance of a point on the circle from the center of the circle is also called the radius of the circle. The segment joining any two points of the circle is called a chord of the circle. A chord passing through the center of a circle is called a diameter of the circle. A diameter is a largest chord of the circle. Now we can see different circles in a plane. Now we can see what are congruent circles. Congruent circles are circles that have congruent radii. Concentric circles. Concentric circles have the same center but they have different radii. Circles intersecting in a point, these are touching circles. They touch internally or externally. See the first figure, they are internally touching circles. See the second figure, they are externally touching circles. These circles intersect in a point. They have different centers, different radii, and only one common point. Now we can see about circles intersecting in 2 points. Circles intersecting in 2 points have different centers, different radii, but 2 common points. These are circles intersecting in 2 points. Now, let us see some theorems related to properties of chord. See the first theorem. A perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on its chord bisects the chord. To prove that the perpendicular from the center to a chord bisect the chord. The perpendicular from the center to the chord bisects the chord. Consider a circle with center at O and AB to be a chord such that OX is perpendicular to AB. So you are given segment AB is a chord of a circle with center O. You can see page number 77 in your textbook. Segment AB is a chord of a circle with center O. Segment in your textbook it is segment OB is perpendicular to chord AB. I have taken OX. Segment OX is perpendicular to chord AB. We have to prove segment AX is congruent to segment XB. Otherwise, AX is equal to BX. So, coming to the proof. Before coming to the proof, you have to make a construction. Draw segment OA and segment OB. This is our construction. Now, coming to the proof. In triangle OAX and triangle OBX, since segment OX is perpendicular to chord AB, we have measure of angle OXA to be equal to measure of angle OXB because both are of 90 degrees. We have OA is equal to OB because both are radius of the same circle. So hypotenuse OA is congruent to hypotenuse OB. The reason is they are radii of the same circle. Segment OX is congruent to segment OX because they are common side. Now triangle OAX is congruent to triangle OBX by hypotenuse side theorem. You have to write the hypotenuse side theorem as the reason. Therefore, segment AX is congruent to segment BX. Corresponding sides of congruent triangles will be the reason for that. Hence, we prove that a perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on its chord bisects the chord. Now, coming to page 78 in your textbook, we have the next theorem. The segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. If a line is drawn from the center of a circle to the midpoint of a chord, it will be perpendicular to the chord. This is the converse of the previous theorem. Let us see the proof of this theorem. The segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. This is the converse of the previous theorem. Given segment AB is a chord of a circle with center O and P is the midpoint of chord AB of the circle. That means segment AP is congruent to segment PB. Now we have to prove segment OP is perpendicular to chord AB. Look at the figure. Look at figure 6.6. We have to prove segment OP is perpendicular to chord AB because we are given what? In the statement, the segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. We have taken P to be the midpoint of the chord. So segment OP is perpendicular to chord AB has to be proved. So coming to the proof. Before that, we have to make the construction. Draw segment OA and segment OB so that we will get two triangles. Now we got two triangles, triangle AOP and triangle BOP. Segment OA is congruent to segment OB because they are radii of the same circle. Segment OP is congruent to segment OP, common size. Segment AP is congruent to segment BP because it is given. Because it is given that P is the midpoint of chord AB. So we get segment AP is congruent to segment BP. Therefore, triangle AOP is congruent to triangle BOP by SSS test. Now, pick up the corresponding angles of congruent triangle which you require. Pick out angle OPA and angle OPB. So OPA is congruent to angle OPB. They are corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Take it as equation number 1. Now, we have to prove that the segment joining the center of the circle and the midpoint of the chord is perpendicular to the chord. So, we have to prove that a measure of angle OPB is 90 degrees. So, now, we want a number 90 degrees. So, how to get it? You know angles in linear pair. Angle OPA and angle OPB are angles in linear pair. So, you get a measure of angle OPA plus measure of angle OPB is equal to 180 degrees because they are angles in linear pair. Now from 1, instead of OPA we can substitute angle OPB. So we get measure of angle OPB plus measure of angle OPB is equal to 180 degrees. Now add them. So you get 2 into measure of angle OPB is equal to 180 degrees. Bring 2 to the other side of the equal to sign. So it will become 180 upon 2. That is 90 degrees. So we get measure of angle OPB is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, segment OP is perpendicular to chord AB. So we have proved that the segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. Now coming to the solved examples, the example 1 is in page 78. Radius of a circle is 5 cm. The length of a chord of the circle is 8 cm. Find the distance of the chord from the center. Let us see the solution. O is the center of the circle. Length of chord is 8 cm. Here the chord is PQ. Length of PQ is 8 cm. Segment OM, according to our construction, we have taken segment OM is perpendicular to chord PQ. That is our construction. We know that a perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on its chord bisects the chord. That was the first theorem which I taught you. A perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on its chord bisects the chord. Therefore, PM is equal to MQ is equal to 4 cm because the entire length of the chord is 8 cm. So half of it will be 4 cm. Radius of the circle is 5 cm. That means OQ is equal to 5 cm. Now we have in right angle triangle OMQ. By using Pythagoras theorem we get OQ square is equal to OM square plus MQ square. Substitute the values. So instead of MQ you substitute 4. So MQ square will become 4 square. OQ square is 5 square. So put all the values here. So OM will be equal to 5. You have to find out the value of OM. First of all find out OM square. That is equal to 5 square minus 4 square, because when you bring plus 4 square to the other side of the equal to sign, it becomes minus 4 square. 5 square minus 4 square. So it is 25 minus 16, which is equal to 9. Then find out OM. OM will be square root of 9, which is otherwise 3. Hence, distance of the chord from the center of the circle is 3 centimeters. Coming to example 2. Radius of a circle is 20 centimeters. Distance of a chord from the center of the circle is 12 centimeters. We have to find the length of the chord. Let the center of the circle be O. Radius is equal to OD, which is equal to 20 centimeters. Distance of the chord CD from O is 12 centimeters. Segment OP, according to our construction, we have drawn segment OP is perpendicular to segment CD. Therefore, OP is equal to distance of the chord from the center of the circle is 12 centimeters. Therefore, OP is equal to 12 centimeters. And according to our construction, we have taken segment OP is perpendicular to segment CD. So now we can apply this property. Perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. So CP will be equal to PD. Now we get in right angle triangle OPD using Pythagoras theorem, OD square, hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. So OD square is equal to OP square plus PD square. Substitute the values and find out the value of PD square. PD square is equal to 20 square minus 12 square. You can apply A square minus B square formula and write A plus B into A minus B. It will be an easy method. So A plus B into A minus B formula. For A square minus B square, we have the formula A plus B into A minus B. So it is 20 plus 12 into 20 minus 12. That is 32 into 8. That is equal to 256. You can also directly do 20 square is equal to 400 minus 12 square, which is 144, and subtract and find out it as 256. Therefore, PD will be square root of 256. Square root of 256 is 16. Therefore, CP is also 16 because we already have CP is equal to PD. Now find out CD. CD is equal to CP plus PD because of the betweenness property. C hyphen P hyphen D. You have to write the reason. Now substitute the value here. CP is 16. PD is 16. 16 plus 16 is 32. So answer, the length of the chord is 32 centimeters. Now coming to practice 6.1. Exercise 6.1. Question number 1. Distance of chord AB from the center of a circle is 8 centimeters. Length of the chord AB is 12 centimeters. Find the diameter of the circle. You have to write what is given, what is to be found out. Then write the solution. Draw the figure. And mark the perpendicular. OC is perpendicular to AB. OC is perpendicular to AB according to our construction. We know perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. So AC will be equal to half of 12 centimeters, which is equal to 6 centimeters. You have to show the steps. Similarly, in the next line, you have to write in right angle triangle OCA. The symbol is wrong. Put the symbol of triangle there. In right angle triangle OCA by Pythagoras theorem, AO square is equal to OC square plus AC square. So that is the symbol of plus. Don't confuse. Don't think it is not equal to sign. It is plus. Make it as plus. OC square plus AC square is equal to AO square. AO square is the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. So AO square is equal to OC square plus AC square. Substitute the values and find out the answer. As previously how I have explained, similarly find out. You will get the value of AO as 10. AO is equal to 10. Thus, AO is equal to 10 centimeters. The equal to sign is given wrongly in the previous steps. Please correct it. Thus, AO is equal to 10 centimeters. Now find out the diameter. Diameter of the circle is 2 into 10 centimeters, which is equal to 20 centimeters. Question number 2. Diameter of a circle is 26 centimeters and length of a chord of the circle is 24 centimeters. Find the distance of the chord from the center. Write what is given and what is to be found out. Here also we have perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. We have constructed OD perpendicular to AB. So AD is equal to DB. Because perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. AO is equal to OC because they are radii of the same circle. Now Now in right angle triangle ODA, you have to write the right angle triangle ODA by Pythagoras theorem. Write that. In right angle triangle ODA by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. OA square is equal to OD square plus AD square. Substitute the values and find out OD. Thus the distance of the chord from the center will be 169 minus 144, that is 25. Then OD will be equal to square root of 25, which is 5 centimeters. OD square is equal to 25. So OD will be square root of 25. That is otherwise 5 centimeters. So answer, the distance of the chord from the center is 5 centimeters. Coming to question number 3. Radius of the circle is 34 centimeters and the distance of the chord from the center is 30 centimeters. Find the length of the chord. Draw the figure. Here also apply the same property. The perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. Here we have OC is perpendicular to AB according to our construction. So in right angle triangle OCA by Pythagoras theorem, OC square plus AC square is equal to OA square, because OA is the hypotenuse here. Substitute the values. We get AC square is equal to 256. So find out AC, that will be square root of 256, which is otherwise 16 centimeters. You are asked to find the length of the chord. You have AC is equal to 16 centimeters, so AB will be 2 times AC. That will be equal to 2 into 16, that is equal to 32. So answer will be, the length of the chord is 32 centimeters. Now coming to question number 4. Radius of the circle with center O is 41 units. Length of a chord PQ is 80 units. Find the distance of the chord from the center of the circle. Draw the figure. We know that perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. So PR is equal to RQ is equal to 40 units because it is half of 80. In right angle triangle OPR by Pythagoras theorem, we have OP square is equal to, put the equal to symbol here, something has gone wrong, so in typing, so here make the correction. OP square is equal to OR square plus PR square. Substitute the values, so we get OR square is equal to 81. Now find out OR, that will be square root of 81, that is 9 units. Thus the distance of the chord from the center of the circle is 9 units. Now coming to question number 5. Given center of two circles is O, chord AB of bigger circle intersects a smaller circle in points P and Q. To prove AP is equal to BQ. So write the proof. Make the construction. Draw perpendicular from O to line AB, that is OC is perpendicular to AB as well as OC is perpendicular to PQ also. We know that perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. So PC is equal to CQ. Also AC is equal to CB because the same property can be applied to the bigger circle also. The perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord yields two equations, gives you two equations. Equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 1 is PC is equal to CQ and equation 2 is of bigger circle, AC is equal to CB. Now subtracting equation 1 from equation 2, we get AC minus PC is equal to CB minus CQ. Now look at the figure. What is AC minus PC? Because P lies between A and C, we can say AC minus PC will be AP. Now what is CB minus CQ? Since Q lies between C and B, we can say CB minus CQ is equal to BQ. Hence we have proved that AP is equal to BQ.